You got it.
Hello. Sports are everywhere, from baseball to basketball to football to golf. Almost all sports are portrayed in the media in one form or another, whether it be positive or negative. Whether the team members are being accused of doing drugs or abusing their spouses, a team of some sort has the media's attention daily. One of the controversies in the media today is over names and mascots of teams and if they're racist or not. Although the Washington Redskins are at the foremost front of the media debate, a poll shown of the Redskins fans conducted by the Washington Post says that 43% of the fans say they should change their names, but 53% say they shouldn't, as shown in my chart. The Washington Redskins are not the only team under debate. The Cleveland Indians are as well. But these two teams are certainly not the only teams that use Native American names or images. In the United States alone, there are more than approximately 900 teams that use Native American names or mascots in middle schools, high schools, and professional sports, and they are not all under pressure to change. Let's take a look at the history of the origins of the names and the mascots so we can understand a little bit more of where they came from and why those teams have those names. The use of the names and mascots dates back to the 19th century. For many teams, it's a part of their history originating from the players or the teams that originated with the teams or with the coaches that started. The name and mascot is derived from history. So if the team keeps a name, the team feels, that they are honoring the individuals. Daniel Snyder of the Redskins says the name honors where we come from and who we are. In an interview with ESPN's John Barr, Snyder says, the name of our football team is the name of our football team. And I think what I would encourage you to do and everyone else to do would just look at the history and understand where it came from. Understand that it means honor. It means respect, it means pride, and it's that simple. The Redskins have had their name, after all, since 1937. Another team that supports a Native American name is the Kansas City Chiefs. They've had their Native American mascot name since 1963, and it was actually selected by a fan pool, but they don't seem to be under as much pressure to change their name. The history of the name is just a start. There are many individuals that support keeping the name and the mascots. As seen in this picture here, this is a picture of supporters. This is an Indian tribe members and being honored at a Redskins game. So not all people are opposed to having their names. There are many other supporters as well, not just in the NFL. The Public Speaking Relations Director for the Mount Pleasant Tribe, Frank Cordier, says, something like the Western Warriors is a very general, straightforward depiction of our people. It looks at us like we are a proud, strong-willed people. I don't see anything wrong with Western using it. I think they are good warriors. Florida State University is another example of a team that has a tribe sponsorship using their name. Their chairman, James Billy, says that the Samoans embrace the mascot, they honor them. In return, the university gives back to the tribe and to their people by offering them scholarships and discounts on tuition. They have an understanding and a respect for one another that goes far beyond the mascot. It's similar to how the Redskins attorney Lanny Davis feels. He can be seen joining the fans at the game singing Hail to the Redskins because he feels it's a song of honor. It's a song of tribute. The mascot is not about race. It's not about just respect, says Lanny. Learning the team's history and hearing the comments from the supporters are important factors to understand the points of view of those that support keeping the names and mascot. However, let's consider now how the fans and the negative portrayal of some mascots come into effect. This is where I believe the controversy begins. Changing the name or the mascot is not the root cause of the debate. It's the negative stereotyping rituals that the fans have that come along with it that I think is the cause. An example of that is fans dressing in costumes or wearing too much makeup that is done in poor taste, and then adding artificial headdresses or such, or props that are purposefully degrading the team. I have a slide here of two fans degrading teams. One of them has a head on a stick, and the other one is just poorly done makeup. So in turn, it makes the mascots look bad. Another example is the Braves tomahawk chop. When the fans can be seen doing the tomahawk chop, it can be offensive, returning the team to the warrior times, therefore not a reflection on the positive that the mascot was actually intended to be. The NFL is aware that fans can take it too far, so they have ended up coming up with a code of conduct for all the fans. Because of this, the NFL has adopted the code of conduct, and each team in their preseason is required to send all of their season ticket holders their particular team's code of conduct rules and regulations. They can do that in any forms, from mailings to Facebook posts or any other type of posts to signs in the stadium. However, they can get the message out that they do have a code of conduct. Fans that don't obey the code of conduct, like again in the picture shown here, can be thrown out of the game. And now fans have to actually take classes or a course in order to go back into the game and be a part of that. Each team is required, like I said, to have those ticket holders have that code of conduct. The NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says that we are committed to improving the fan experience in every way we can. We want everyone to be able to come to our stadiums and enjoy their entire day. Fans can dress in their team colors, jerseys, and be rowdy and have a great time, but they can do it in a respectful way. She's having a great time, but she's being respectful of her team and her surrounding fans. The controversy of the team in changing their name and mascot will continue after today. You've heard why some teams have the names they do, and that even though the media seems to only report the negative, there are supporters of the teams, and the supporters are of all nationalities. Snyder says, I respect the feelings of those who are offended by the team name, but I hope such individuals will also try to respect what the name means not only to us in the extended Washington Redskins family, but among Native Americans as well. After 500 years, it's pretty unbelievable that this issue is in the forefront right now. Even in the last 50 years after the Civil Rights Movement, we have learned so much. It's just ridiculous that this is an issue, says John Begay, a Navajo assistant professor and director of the Native American Journalism Project at the University of Montana. In the end, if you don't like the name, after all, you don't have to watch the team. Thank you.